Hello and welcome to our solar system. So we're going to do slides 1 through 8 today, and then we're going to do the rest of them on Monday. We're going to learn some really cool facts about the solar system. If you need to see this information, you'd like to print it off, which would be super good and handy because you're going to need this later, go to the Files tab, go to our solar system unit, and you'll find this exact PowerPoint in there. What is the solar system, you might ask? Well, the solar system is the name for our sun together with all the planets, moons, and other bodies that orbit around it. The sun is a star. It's an enormous ball of glowing gas, the largest object in our solar system. It's the center of our solar system. You remember the gravity from the sun is what holds all the planets in our solar system in orbit. It's 109 times bigger than the Earth. Next thing is that the sun is about 4.5 billion years old. That's pretty old. It is over 2 million degrees Celsius. It's really hot. And the sun is Earth's main source of energy. It powers wind, ocean currents, the water cycle. It provides light and heat that most living things need to survive. Okay, so we've got the sun in the middle of our solar system. Outside of the sun, we've got some planets orbiting. The first 4 planets are our terrestrial planets. They're our Earth-like planets. The first 4 planets are called inner planets, or the terrestrial planets. They're made of rocks and are much smaller than the gas giants. Earth is a terrestrial planet. The closest of these terrestrial planets to the sun is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet and the closest to the sun, the fastest orbiting planet. It only takes 88 days for it to orbit around the sun. That's pretty fast. So a Mercury year is only 88 days. That's pretty crazy. Mercury has almost no atmosphere because it's so tiny. It has very little gravity. Temperatures range on Mercury from 427 to negative 184 degrees Celsius. Whew, that is a crazy range of temperature. Its surface is rocky with craters and high cliffs, and Mercury does not have any moons. Next, we have Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's the brightest object in the sky next to the sun and the moon. It shines like a star, so bright because its thick atmosphere, CO2, reflects sunlight really, really well, and that's why Venus is so bright. Venus is also the hottest planet with a temperature of 470 degrees Celsius. It's pretty hot. Venus is very similar to Earth in size, and it rotates in the opposite direction of most planets. And it also rotates so slowly that one day on Venus is longer than a whole year on Venus. That is insane. Venus also has no moons. So next we've got the Earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun. It is the largest of the 4 inner planets. Water covers more than 2/3 of Earth's surface. The atmosphere contains mostly nitrogen and some oxygen. Earth is the only planet known to have living organisms. The moon revolves around Earth, so it's called a natural satellite. One day on Earth, I bet we already know this, is 24 hours. That's when it rotates around itself, how it spins. 1 year on Earth, that's when it orbits around the sun, is 365 days. Next, we've got Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. It's known as the red planet because its surface is similar to Earth's deserts. The red color comes from rusted iron in Mars's soil. The atmosphere on Mars is mostly carbon dioxide. The average temperature is about negative 55 degrees Celsius, so that's pretty cold. It has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. They're much smaller than Earth's moon and are shaped kind of like potatoes. They're a little lumpy. It's more than 30 space probes have traveled from Earth to Mars, checking stuff out. The Curiosity rover is currently exploring Mars, and now this year we have another rover currently exploring Mars, the Perseverance rover. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff happening there if you guys ever have time to go ahead and Google that because it's awesome. So next we're going to talk about the asteroid belt. Millions of asteroids, which are small bodies that are made of rock or metal. It lies between Mars and Jupiter, and the asteroid belt separates the inner or terrestrial planets from the outer or gas planets, also known as Jovian planets.